Dear learners, welcome you all to e-learning platform. Me, Faisal Ahmed, with you throughout the whole lectures. Let's begin. So in this lesson, we are going to go through the poem Snapshots of a Daughter-in-Law, written by Adrienne Rich. First of all, synopsis of the poem. Snapshots of a Daughter-in-Law by Adrienne Rich is a pungent feminist poem in which Rich explores multiple facets of a woman's life, inflected with sorrows and male exploitation. The title itself hints at discontinued, disorderly photographs of a woman, daughter-in-law, the relationship dominantly linked to its son. Analysis of the poem. Structure, major themes, poetic devices, and criticism. Structure of the poem. A 10-part poem with each part composed of an uneven number of lines and stanzas. The speaker appears at first to address an older woman, probably the mother-in-law of the other younger woman in the poem, a daughter-in-law. Major themes. This sense of frustrations, guilt, and suppressed anger is a major theme of the poem. Poetic devices. Rhetorical question, simile, are the poetic devices used in the poem. Criticism. Snapshots of a Daughter-in-Law by Adrienne Rich is a pungent feminist poem in which Rich explores multiple facets of a woman's life. Already, I mentioned before, inflicted with sorrows and male exploitation. The poem creeps from experiences of a woman at her house, working continuously throughout the days, serving her husband with her body at night, continuing a routine, monotonous life by sacrificing her wishes, ambitions, and tears. Then it moves towards a revolutionary turn and encourages women to be bold and to demand her rights, declare independence from family fetters. Towards the end, the poem explodes into a devastating weapon for the might and right of women. Now, another poem by Adrienne Rich. The title of the poem is Necessities of Life. Here are some quotes from the poem. Page by page, I seem to re-enter the world I first began, a small fixed dot, still see that old myself, a dark blue thumbtack. Synopsis of the poem. The poem narrates one woman's courageous decision to reverse an earlier choice made in her life and to try and engage in the risky and hazardous enterprise of living in the world rather than sitting out in the game of life. Analysis of the poem Necessities of Life. Structure, literary devices, major themes, and criticism. Structure of the poem. The poem has 21 stanzas, written in couplets, a total of 42 lines, with irregular rhyme scheme. The poem's inner structure is a self-willed passage over a treacherous mindscape. Literary devices used in the poem are simile and metaphor. Major theme. This famous poem by Adrienne Rich comments upon the theme of resurrection and re-engagement with life. Criticism, the life that she has left in hearts alone, and it is for her name over the bare necessities. If she can become good at deciding on what she needs, she thinks that she will move through the world with more agility, transcend in motion as an eel, and regain the solidity lost in early womanhood, solid as a cabbage head. It is also possible to interpret the narrator's re-entry into life not literally but figuratively. Notice that she says, I seem to re-enter the world. The use of the verb seem emphasizes the sense of re-engagement, not literal re-engagement. She continues, I first began a small fixed dot, still see that old myself, a dark blue thumb tack. Glossary. Thumbtack, a short, flat-headed pin used for fastening paper to a wall or other surface, a drawing pin. Snapshot, an informal photograph taken quickly, typically with a small handheld camera. That's all in this week. Thank you very much. So you have learned two poems, Necessities of Life and Snapshots of a Daughter-in-Law by Adrienne Rich. Thank you very much for being with me. So with more lessons in the next online lecture. Thank you very much. Bye bye.